Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Today in Mañana. I'm Alex. This is Michael. We're super excited to have you joining us on a chilly morning here in Charlottesville, Virginia. It was in the 30s.
Lately every morning waking up and we have backyard and grass every day. It's all white. It's getting frozen. So it's that time of year. But listen,
it's that time of year. Get cozy, get warm. Get your fetro leche and watch them Today in Mañana.
There you go. So although I hear we might get snow tomorrow. That's what everyone's saying. Potentially
that's
up to an inch. Pretty early for us. Usually we don't get a lot of December snow.
No.
I think maybe once in our life have we ever actually had a somewhat white Christmas. Do you remember there was
a little bit left.
Yes, there was a little bit left. But other than that, usually it's all the snow and ice comes January. January and then
watch this year that I'm not in town. You'll get a white Christmas here and I won't.
Yeah, well, you'll get a cold Christmas, though.
I can promise you that. It might
Alex,
not be a white Christmas, it'll be a cold Christmas.
You'll get a cold Christmas,
But anyway,
you'll have lots of time to get cozy.
Plenty of time to get cozy in Montana, that's for sure. But, of course, love being here on the I Love CVille Network set. Drew behind the camera making us all look good. Thanks to Emergent Financial Services, our presenter, and our amazing partners, Matthias and Realty. And always got to give a little shout out to Charlottesville Opera. They helped us throughout the year too, and just amazing partners that we've been very lucky to work with over these 5 years of the show. And so, just a little heads up: be sure to check out next week's show, because it will be our final Today Mañana show, at least for the foreseeable future. We're gonna miss it, but. We've had a great run. We've enjoyed it. It's been great. So we'll have our Christmas special next week. But this week we get to enjoy our monthly meetup with Matthias, who will be on the show shortly. So it's been really great. And so we encourage you all to send us questions, comments, favorite memories, and tune in next week. We have our Christmas special, Nick, who you probably have not seen in
years.
3 years.
Probably forgot what he looks like.
Probably forgot what Nick Urpí looked like. In fact, probably not since last Christmas, maybe. Probably forgot what he looked like, but he'll be on. He'll be on, and people will be like, "There's a third. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?" But he will be here. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. And so we got a lot to cover today. We'll do some monthly meetup with Matthias. Mike and I afterwards. We'll talk a little bit of UVA football. We'll talk some finance. We'll talk some UVA basketball.
I haven't been following much about basketball. I
have some basketball news. Oh. And so a lot to talk about today. But I'm excited to jump right in if you are.
Yeah, we got it. We have no choice.
Let's do it. So we are excited to welcome to the show our amazing friend Matthias from Matthias and Realty. How you doing, my friend?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
It's an honor as always. I feel like I was only here.
You were here
2 weeks ago.
A week before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So we wished you a happy Thanksgiving, and now you get to ask how your Thanksgiving was.
Thanksgiving? Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanksgiving was great. I like to say that it's my 11th year here in the U.S., and I really enjoy American Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate it that way where I come from. It's only a religious event. Celebrated on a much smaller scale, and here in the U.S. it's this huge family event.
Yeah,
I always enjoy it. The food is amazing, and that everyone goes to great length to travel home.
To be there.
You always pay the price on the interstate. I know, but it's great. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Do you and Natalie make a turkey, or do you guys do something different?
My in-laws they
make the turkey.
They make a turkey. So they have their traditional Thanksgiving feast elements.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's something different. I can't think of anywhere in Europe that does something quite like that. That combination of things. Just turkey isn't even. Trying to think of turkey's not even that big of a thing in Europe.
No.
Yeah, they don't really eat a lot of turkey.
They don't eat a lot of chicken either. We've had that experience too. You go to Europe, the chicken's not really a big thing. It's especially in Italy and stuff like that. I remember it's you try to look for a chicken dish. It's hard to.
Well, America's the only country. Yeah. I once saw a chart of the most eaten, the most common protein in the country. Yeah. Europe is it's basically pork over the entirety of Europe, except when you get down to the bottom where France and Greece is fish. And then most of the world is some combination of beef or pork, and it's only American that's this one giant block of chicken. That's the most common protein.
Chicken and turkey?
Yeah. Chicken is the most common in America. Huh. It beats apparently pork and beef. But Europe, it's a pork world.
You know, and this is jumping topics, but you said just a few minutes ago that you and Michael want to talk about UVA football. And I'm going to tell you this. So I moved to the US 2014, and I tried to integrate as much as possible. In fact, a lot of, American things I like to do as well. So I'm American in a way, even though I don't have the citizenship yet. Except I always struggled with American football. Obviously, being a European, soccer is the number one sport. I truly believe that. And American football, it just never made fun watching it or playing it. I never understood the rules either, right? And so I never managed to participate in that passion and excitement. And this year, I decided, living in Charlottesville, UVA college football is such a big part of the community. I'm going to really try. And so every Sunday morning after a game on Saturday, I go on YouTube and watch the summary. It's 20 minutes, the highlights, right? And I really started to enjoy it. And then
This
coincidentally, this is the year where UVA football is taking off.
And it's just
so much fun to watch it.
Yeah, I can promise you, if you were watching the highlights like last year, it wouldn't have been very fun. You would have been like, man, this is terrible, don't you?
Maybe it's good I didn't.
It's a good year.
So in a way, even though it was, by accident, I'm opportunistic that way because I chose the very best year.
Either that or you're good luck. You start watching and we start winning.
We got to start making Matthias buy our lotto tickets.
What
are your numbers today, Matthias?
Give me some random numbers.
No, but it's really fun, and I'm starting to understand the rules. And part of Thanksgiving and my wife's family is also with extended family. On the Saturday after Thanksgiving, you meet out in the country on a field, and you play very serious football.
Oh, they play a serious
Yes.
football.
And I always participate, even though they always have to explain the rules to me. It's a very brutal thing, but I'm starting to really like it.
Do they play like tackle or touch?
No, touch.
Because I say, if you play tackle, I feel like you could be wiping the floor with them. It's just like, I don't think it's going to be tough to tackle.
There's few people that are
exactly. All right, let's go.
Have the correct physique.
Exactly.
For sure. Oh, but that's wonderful. I'm glad that you're starting to enjoy it.
Anyway, so now you know. It's another step in assimilation.
Exactly.
I'm now eligible to become a citizen, which I will next year, by the way.
Oh, you will? Congratulations. That's awesome.
Was football the deal breaker? They said once you start watching football, they're like, okay, now
you're a citizen. Now you're as American as that.
You eat turkey, you drive an SUV. Now you have to play football and then you become. Now we covered all stereotypes.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And then and you speaking of integrating into the community. You do so much for our community because I know you're just so involved in so many things, and that's one of the things you wanted to talk about today. I know is just another wonderful way that you're getting involved. And helping the community.
That's true. There's something that is dear to me, and that's current because we are currently organizing and planning this huge fundraiser. So I'm a member of a Rotary Club here in Charlottesville. It's the Blue Ridge Mountain Rotary Club, and for the next fundraiser, we have partnered with Charlottesville's newest and only indoor pickleball facility, CVille Smash. And so what we are going to do there is on the last Saturday of January, we will have a pickleball tournament. Awesome. So 64 players or 32 teams, 4 hours from 9 to 1 on Saturday, we'll have this pickleball tournament. It's professionally organized. We have the staff at CVille Smash doing the bracketing, right? Because it's complex. It's 32 teams.
Yeah. Was that a round robin kind of thing?
Exactly. Except we play in 2 teams, and everyone that signs up, we have a registration website over Eventbrite. Mm-hmm. They can rate themselves by skill level. Okay. Pickleball players they know about 3.0, 3.5, and so on. And then that will help us with the bracketing a little bit. And so we obviously, well, we do this for fun because pickleball can be fun, especially in a group. It's a very social event. I think most people by now know about the fastest growing sport in America, pickleball. You know?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, no, it is, and especially during the pandemic, it picked up. And because also those that are not super athletic can play pickleball very well. You play it in teams. The courts are small, which is why tennis players make fun of pickleball a lot. But, and you don't move as much. So no matter if you're 18 and athletic or you are retired and 65 and maybe don't have the same mobility anymore, you can play it.
You can still play.
And again, it's a very social activity. So, big part of this tournament, of course, is the fun aspect, but it's a fundraiser, and we picked a local nonprofit, and that's what I want to talk about. We picked as the beneficiary of this fundraiser, we picked Literacy Volunteers of Charlottesville, Albemarle. That is a local nonprofit here that combats illiteracy here in our community. And we think they do great work, and 100% of all the donations and registration fees goes towards them. They're obviously excited because it's also a good way of, getting some exposure, raising awareness. And I am the first to admit I did not know about them until just this year. I also did not know, and I want to talk about this really quick, that illiteracy is such a problem, even in Albemarle County and Charlottesville. We don't talk about this a whole lot. We have UVA. We live in an affluent and rather educated area. Yet we have people among us that don't read or write very well.
What a shame! Yeah.
Right, and we're getting a little bit into the definitions here, because illiterate adults, how do you define that? But we say that in our area here, we have 9,000 illiterate adults. So that means they cannot write or read.
So it's one or the other. Yeah.
Exactly. And then to soften the definition a little bit, and I find this highly interesting because we all probably know someone who doesn't, or who struggles with that.
Yeah.
Right? And so many Virginians over age 25 have seriously limited literacy skills. And according to this nonprofit, it's over 20% of adults over the age of 25 in our community. They're not illiterate, but they struggle with it.
Oh, okay.
And so here we have this nonprofit that provides this opportunity for people that struggle with it to be connected to a tutor. And that's how that works, right? You have two sides. You have the learner, that's how they call it, and you have the tutor. And so they're being matched. And so this nonprofit relies on people like you and me who volunteer their time, go there, they sign up, and they get trained as a tutor, and then connected to a student. And that student could be an immigrant who moved here, who needs those skills, reading, English, writing skills for citizenship, or to further their education, to get a job. But it could also be someone, an American, not an immigrant. Yeah. So all of that applies, and it's an amazing organization. We have many, many volunteers, like you and me, as I said, that volunteer there. And they, of course, not only rely on people volunteering their time, but also on donations, right? So whether it's a church or a different literacy nonprofit that supports them with money, they heavily rely on us to support them so that they can provide the material, and they have a little bit of staff, and they have, of course, facility expenses.
So they pretty much provide everything that the tutor would need to be able to
that's
help
correct.
the learner. Because otherwise you wouldn't have the curriculum, the material. Okay.
Because it's not only teaching the student to better read and write. It's also there's testing involved and that's the amazing part. There's actually a track record, so we know how many afterwards are able to pass their GED, right? We know the testing results, and it's amazing. They actually there's a proven record of those students either getting a job or passing the citizenship test or just reaching other academic degrees.
That's
right
wonderful.
with this help, with what the nonprofit is doing. And so there's staff that does the testing as well, right? There's the material. You need the books, you need documents, you need software and all of that in order to help them learn, right? And then of course you need the facility to run, because that's where you meet with your student. So all of that, they are expenses, and so we decided that with this fundraiser, with this pickleball tournament, we're going to support this nonprofit 100% of everything that comes in. And I think this is an amazing opportunity to jump in, to support a worthwhile initiative here in Charlottesville.
Have fun while you're doing it.
And have a lot of fun playing
while you're doing
pickleball.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to. I mean, if it works, I hope I'm not too involved with the organizing. I would really like to play as well on that day. And so I really hope I see you guys there too.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
I know Alex and I have a love-hate relationship with pickleball.
Yeah.
As tennis people,
Because you grew up playing tennis, right?
Grew up playing tennis, and what happens is slowly we'd have our tennis courts that we go to, and then slowly they get overtaken little by pickleball. So we're like, oh, now we lost half our courts to pickleball. It's like,
Yeah, when I think when Darden got
Yes.
rid of like all the tennis courts and turned them all into pickleballs, we were kind of not happy. But
Exactly.
that's okay. We're forgiving. We're forgiving, and for a good cause.
I think the
for
reason,
the good cause, we'll
a
be
good
more
cause.
forgiving.
to be fair, many of the tennis ball courts were also not used for a long time. And now, and interesting now, tennis is growing again as a
I think that's
sport.
what's happened too. Because the ones at Penn Park, which is one of the last places,
They're being used again, right?
I mean, if you're not there before 9 o'clock in the summer, you are not going to find one.
They have groups that go there now in the morning during the summer, and then like on the evenings they have like students like teaching kids. I don't know from which school, but for sure they.
I like
got
seeing
some
that.
students.
So racket sports in general are popular,
Having
and
a little bit of a
it's
comeback.
a great way to spend time, especially outdoors.
Oh, exactly.
It's really fun.
And you're right. It's a very social
Yeah.
sport, right? It's very easy to make friends, meet people, and just enjoy a good time without. I mean, I don't know how competitive pickleball people did. I was going to say without too much stress, but I guess it could be stressful depending on how badly you want to win this tournament.
You're going to have very competitive people there, and then also those that just want to have fun, or think they're supporting a great cause. It's a combination of things.
So how does it kind of work? Will people register, and then
Yes.
they pay a registration fee, which is basically your donation to literacy volunteers?
So there's a number of ways, and Judah was so kind to put up the flyer on the screen. One is for players to sign up, and the other is for sponsors. Players, they sign up on Eventbrite, the registration site. It makes it easy. So we set this up that you can sign up as an individual player or as a team, hopefully as a team, meaning a couple, right? Because we're looking for 32 teams total.
of two. Okay.
And there is a fee of about $45 to sign up for that event, and that obviously goes to the nonprofit.
Literacy volunteers.
And so if you want to support the cause, but you don't have time to play, or you're not willing to play because you don't like pickleball, like Michael, then you can also you can donate. Right, that's a big part of it. So we have different sponsor levels, and sponsors, depending on the level or category that you choose, are getting a lot of exposure. So right there on the court, even on the screens, in the news that we receive about the tournament, and so on. There's a lot of exposure, so it's really a good way of advertising.
Very clever sponsorship names too. You can be a ball sponsor, a paddle sponsor, a court sponsor, a VIP room sponsor, or a platinum sponsor.
Yeah, so we also have an event space next to the courts, and obviously the higher sponsorship levels, they can advertise there,
Signs.
and they're being recognized there with big
tables,
sign and
yep.
banner, and exactly.
That's a great. Well, it's also a great way for local businesses also to support this, and say,
No,
hey,
exactly.
You can use part of your advertising budget for something that's a good cause,
Yep.
local, and which gets you a lot of eyeballs because
Yeah.
32 teams of 2 is 64 people that are immediately seeing your stuff, and then whoever.
Yeah.
Can they bring like family to watch them, or?
Oh,
is
they're
it-
going to bring family and,
Oh,
and
okay,
children.
okay.
There's going to be a snack table, and you can purchase drinks in the at CVille
Yeah.
Smash.
You're
and-
talking 64 families, probably.
Yeah.
And,
No, it's going to be a big event.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and we want to make this an annual fundraiser.
That's awesome.
Maybe in the same format, right? So
Yeah.
we are starting a tradition. Obviously, we have done fundraisers before, but not this particular one, and we are excited to partner with CVille Smash. And I'm not sure if you have been inside. It's
I
a really
have not.
great pickleball facility. Yeah, everything's brand new. Just a few weeks ago, they opened up to the
Oh, this is
public.
the first.
Yes.
Where are they located?
They are off 29. They are
The old Marshalls.
the old Marshall's place.
Oh, okay,
Thanks,
okay.
Jerry. Exactly. Yep. Took them a while to get everything renovated and
Of course.
converted, and now it's ready. And yeah, you should.
So you did
you
enjoy
should
a
check it
brand
out.
new pickleball space.
And they're so kind to work with us there.
Yeah.
They partner with us, and we hope to do this on an annual basis. So you can tell I'm excited about this, and if you know someone who wants to either play or sponsor the event, please let us know. We welcome everyone, and I'm gonna sign you up
You're
now.
doing, we're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
automatically
Yeah.
sign up.
Okay, good. So
We're
we
gonna put
almost
our
full.
names
Right?
into the Eventbrite. So it's Saturday, January 31st,
That's right.
from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is
Yeah.
there a deadline to?
No, there's no
Okay.
deadline. You can do it even on the morning off.
Okay, but I would wait too long because if you get 32,
if it's not full,
yeah.
exactly.
It's full. It's full.
Exactly.
And
But
there's
please
a
try.
lot of
Yeah.
pickleball players in
Yep.
Charlottesville. So
And so, if you haven't seen the flyer on the screen and you want to sign up, just look at Rotary Pickleball fundraiser 2026 here in Charlottesville, and
what we'll do
you
is
will find the
we'll go ahead
Eventbrite.
on the comments. We'll find this show and we'll add this link to the comments.
Okay,
That
of
would
the
be
show.
fun, yeah.
This way you can watch the show, see the little comment. Especially if you're watching not in real time, you go check back later and click the button and go sign up.
Yeah.
But-
Excellent. Thank you for letting me pitch this here.
No,
And,
of course it's.
and now, on a personal note, I know that the show is in its final stretch. There's only one more
more
segment.
next week.
What is it, next week, right?
Next week.
But I've been part of it for a number of years now, and it's been a fantastic experience
It really has been.
to become friends with all of you, but also to be part of this local show that highlights local nonprofits and businesses.
Yeah, no, we've really enjoyed doing it. I mean, to be honest, this has been one of the highlights
Yeah.
of it for us, is to have you
You
on
always
once a month.
say that when
But
I'm on
it's
the
the
show.
truth. There's something nice about like knowing that on the schedule is someone you enjoy talking to, that always comes and has interesting things to talk about, has a great personality, and just is fun to be around. And knowing, once a month, I have that person on the show. I don't have to worry who's on that day. Like, okay, because as the interviewer, sometimes you have guests that you don't have to do anything to get them to talk, right? They come on, they talk. And sometimes you have guests that, okay, I have to peel back this onion a little bit because, it's their first time.
That's
they've
how it
never
was in
been
the
on.
beginning for me, though.
But you reach the point now that I don't have to peel back the onion. So
that's
I
right.
know when Matthias is on, I don't have to worry about the show. How's it going to go? Do I have to cut it off? Do I have to go faster? It's like, it's just Matthias.
So we all learned a lot while doing
Oh,
it.
it's been really.
Well, that's
a
always
joyful
what made
part.
the show special, because you get to always have fantastic people and you get to meet them and talk
Yeah.
to them and get to know them. I mean, if it was just me and Alex on the show every week, I mean, it's like I talk to this guy like every day. I got to sit at a table in front of a camera and talk to for an hour. No, I want to talk to someone special like Matthias, and get
Exactly.
to know him and all the fantastic guests we had over the years.
Lots of memories. Remember one time I was here in traditional
Lederhosen.
Bavarian
Yeah.
Lederhosen.
Yep,
for
we
the
were for the
Oktoberfest.
Lederhosen.
You should have made that
have-
like a monthly thing, but you know.
And I remember at the beginning we would take so many pictures that we would have the summer Matthias picture, the spring Matthias
Matthias.
picture, and then one time we went to do some. I think we need a winter Matthias picture, so we then stood in front of there, and he got a winter picture. So it's just so funny. We should put all the pictures together
Yeah.
one day and see the transformation over the.
I don't think we want to
years.
see. I don't think everyone wants to see how old they got over the years. It's like, oh man,
Yeah,
look,
I'm looking
look at all the gray
There's
hairs.
more and more gray in this beard, every time.
That's why you're ending the show too. You're just too old now, right?
Exactly. We don't want to be one of those actors where it's like, oh my god, they got so old. What happened?
It's
to them?
what happened. But Matthias,
Good.
it's been such a joy.
Yes.
It's been an honor.
No,
Thanks
same-
for having me again.
No, thanks for being here.
This might be a threat, and I'm going to leave you with that. Maybe it's not actually the last time. We
Maybe
do this.
we'll see. I know you and Nate are going to try to convince us.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
so
No,
much,
thank you so
Matthias.
much, Matthias.
So be sure to check it out. Look up the Rotary Pickleball Tournament, Blue Ridge. It's the Blue Ridge Rotary. It'll be Saturday, January 31st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at CVille Smash. And I'm sure when you look it up, you'll be able to. And they will put the little, it's actually a very small little, they were smart. They did one of those tiny URLs. that
They also
you
got a
can,
QR code too.
and a QR code so you can
Yep.
check it out and register. And do not wait. Like I said, he said there's no deadline, but
Yeah.
with 32 teams, don't wait for the last
I
minute.
forgive me for this terrible pun, but it sounds like it's going to be a smash hit. I know.
Oh,
that was it was
if I
a
had
little-
Jerry's little red thing with the clap, I don't. But yeah, so it's. I'm sure it'll be a great time. You always see. I mean, look, we have our. We joked about the love-hate pickleball
Yes.
relationship, but you can always see people having a great time, and it's nice that there's an indoor one because I think this time of year it's probably a challenge for some people to avoid the.
I bet. No,
cold.
yeah, listen, I wish there were indoor tennis courts. So, no, and plus, like, Matthias is going through it. It's for a great cause, so
It's a wonderful
definitely,
thing,
hopefully,
yeah.
people will check it out and sign up and sponsor.
Absolutely,
If possible.
absolutely. We got some people watching. We have Dr. Elizabeth Urpí
Ah.
watch the show. Maria Urpí,
Both in their little robes. one
probably
of them-
both in their little robes,
Exactly.
watching the show this morning. And
Nice.
hopefully Maria is giving me the daddy seal of approval, which is her
Exactly.
smile. I got one as I was leaving this morning, so I feel like
That
that's
must
a
make it so hard for you to leave when you're leaving.
Oh,
and then you
it's
get a
rough.
smile.
It's
Yeah.
rough, especially Mondays, because I'm there. Like I don't leave on Saturday and Sunday, right? So then Monday comes, and I have to go to work in the morning, and so and sometimes she'll just have woken up, so she wakes up, and I see the little head like pop over the edge of the bassinet, and then I say, "Good morning, Maria," and she just she smiles and said, "Oh." How am I supposed to leave now?
I know.
How am I supposed to leave?
It gets
That
tough.
smile.
Remember when we used to have Chester? It's like there were
Yes.
sometimes when he didn't care that you were leaving and be sleeping in the carpet. He's like, bye. And he looks up, he's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right. But then some other mornings he just walked to the door and be looking at you.
Look at you like, why are you
Yeah,
leaving?
Exactly. Like, don't
Yes.
make me do this. I
She'll
have
look
to.
at me sometimes from her little activity center. She looks at me as I go down the stairs, and I'll blow
Yeah.
like kisses, and she'll be like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not coming back up the stairs.
Exactly.
I'm not coming back. But she's getting smart now too. That when the door, Elizabeth says now, when the door opens, she like perks up and starts looking for me. 'Cause she hears the little alarm go doo doo. That I've opened the door downstairs, and she
Yeah.
starts looking. Oh, that means Daddy's home. So she starts looking. So that's
Nah,
great.
they're
That's a
getting
great
they're
deal.
getting smart. Nikki's little boy Pasquale, he's starting to learn for hide and seek. Like, yeah, I put the blanket over my face. He reaches now to take it
Oh, he
off.
takes it off.
He takes it off, and I go peekaboo. And he doesn't really smile. He just look, and then I'll put it back
'Cause
on.
he
And
knows
I
you're
go,
behind there now.
yeah, because he's pulling it down because he knows I'm trying to do peekaboo.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
so, yeah.
That's crazy.
The brains are starting to develop. It's
Exactly.
fun.
Exactly. But yeah, so just a reminder, next week our Christmas special. Be sure to tune in. It will be the final today, Mañana for the time being.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future. For
Yeah,
now.
for the foreseeable future. But definitely wanted to talk about UVA because
Is it possible, Alex?
It may
Is it
have
possible?
taken 5 years,
An early Christmas miracle.
but UVA has a chance to go to the college football playoff. All we
Well,
gotta do-
first of all, they beat.
They beat Virginia Tech for the second time in my
The second time in like 20 years,
20
I believe,
years.
right?
I was going to say my lifetime, but almost.
And the funny thing too is I was warning my uncle because he was visiting. I was like, UVA, there's always a tough game. We'll always lose to this team, does that. And of course, suddenly we're going and we're crushing them. He's like, it doesn't seem like...
27-0.
Yeah, he's like, it's not that bad. You guys are crushing them. And I was like, listen, it's never like this way. Like, even the last time we won, it was like on the...
Barely. We had to like get a strip sack, I think, at the end or
something like that. And it was a crazy win. This is when I'm like, my gosh, we're even blowing them out. It's unbelievable.
And it's one of those things that if you had taken away the name Virginia Tech and put any other team's name there, it would have been an expected result. Because you're like a 3-8 team with an interim coach.
Yeah.
Right? In complete disaster mode, probably already thinking about next year, versus us with a trip to the ACC championship game on the line, right? You would have expected a result like that.
Yeah.
But the problem is it was Virginia Tech. So it's like when you lose 19
Well, listen, tell that to SMU because they lost to Cal.
All they had to do was
beat Cal.
And they couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it. And now you have Duke.
7-5 Duke. Just on the one hand, you're like, this is a dream scenario. Because normally, let's face it, last time we went... For the history of UVA,
you either would have had to go through Clemson, Miami, or Florida State, and one of those three would have been a behemoth.
The entire history of UVA since the 90s, since the ACC, in its current form. Basically, if you went to the top, you fought for the chance to go to the ACC championship game for the right to get crushed by Clemson, Florida State, or Miami. That's basically what it was. Mm-hmm. And now, for the first time, you go to the ACC championship game, and it's not like you actually can beat the team that's on the other side. And you have beaten
them, and not have you beaten them.
You beat them 34-17.
Yeah, it just maybe 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago, and all you got to do is do it again.
I know.
And you go to the freaking college football playoff.
Which would have been absurd to even think about, not just even 2 years ago, but just a year ago.
No. Heck, when I first went to UVA in 2012, if you said... Yeah, one day UVA will there will be a college football playoff and UVA will make it. I would have said, no, never. We will never, ever, ever make the college football playoff because then it will be for the top teams, right? And you're like, all you got to do is beat 7-5 Duke. But the problem is you got to beat Duke for the second time, which is
It's always,
It's hard because you kind of showed them your playbook the first time when you didn't think you were going to see them again. Because let's face it, when we played Duke a few weeks ago, the expectation was if we win that game, Duke is finished.
Yeah.
They don't make it. We didn't expect that Pitt, Georgia Tech, and SMU would all lose winnable games. Well, Pitt lost to Miami, so that wasn't exactly what. But they would all lose.
I can't imagine being Duke, though. Imagine you sitting there. It's like, we had 7-5. It's like, hey, by the way, you're in the ACC championship game. You're like, what? I won 7-5.
But also, by the way, if you win the ACC championship game, you're not going to the playoffs because you're going to get jumped by.
But in honest, rightfully so. I mean,
but they'd be like, I don't care. I won the ACC.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, come on. Our best result is still going to probably be ACC championship because let's be honest. I mean, we all have hopes for the team, but to go to the playoffs and win 4 straight games against
Texas
A&M or Georgia, and then in Ohio. I mean, it's like
probably not.
But
then really it can't be Ohio because the best ones get a bye, so it would be like
but if we were to beat the first one, then you get to play number one, right? So
exactly. So, but it's just huge. I mean, there's no understating just what a great year. This is basically you could argue that this is like the second best or best year.
No, this has been the best year I think we've ever seen in football.
Football,
because we had one of our biggest upsets ever at the time. Unfortunately, Florida State kind of fell apart, but at the time it was one of the biggest upsets ever.
Yeah, 10-2.
10-2, and again, I don't know. The team feels better than it did last time. I could be wrong, but it feels that way. I feel like we've had some lucky wins
last time.
Yeah, but the problem is, again, you got crushed by Clemson so bad that it just kind of like...
But, I mean, we were pretty close to beating Florida in that Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
So that was a good team. But this year, you started the defense absolutely is better.
Yeah.
And the offense really, it'll depend a lot on, like, if we're playing the way we have the last few weeks, then we have a
when Chandler Morris is healthy, it gives us a balanced attack. Because the problem is, when he's not, teams realize it's like, okay, UVA's going to try to run the ball. Let's load the box, make sure they don't run.
Exactly.
You know, when Chandler Morris could throw, then suddenly it's like, okay, now we got some.
Team.
Yeah, we got some more options.
So I mean, look, it's a winnable game. They just got to go out there, play their best.
It's so close you could taste it, but at the same time, you know, it's like it's not going to be that easy.
It's going to be close. I don't think we're going to win 34-17.
No, you know, but at the same time, I didn't think we'd crushed Virginia Tech to go.
No, I did not.
And
I thought it would be a nail biter.
Now the game is in Charlotte, though, isn't it?
It's in Charlotte.
So
that's closer to Duke.
It is closer to Duke.
Yeah,
but
it's more
I
like
usually
a home.
don't they kind of split those or no?
I think they have some guaranteed, I think, for each
Yes.
fan base, but I think the random seats are going to be Duke fans.
Yeah.
Because they have less of a
That's
drive.
how we went to the road to beat Duke.
We beat them on the road
So,
in Duke. So
you know.
it'll be exciting. It's definitely the most exciting UVA football season that I've ever been a part of.
For sure.
For sure. It's unbelievable
You know.
to think that we've reached this point.
Yeah, we saw them.
And we saw it. We saw the Washington State game.
Yeah.
We were there. We were also in the end zone.
Exactly.
Anyone who went to that game knows the end zone.
Yeah.
Where Washington State had trouble.
Yeah,
Coach Elliott talked about it.
Yeah.
About the impact
He
of
said
the crowd.
that
made.
Alex Urpí, man, he was amazing. He went the
Yeah.
one without
He
him.
said, that guy behind the guy who took his shirt off.
Exactly.
I was not the guy who took his shirt off. I was the
Yes.
guy behind the guy who took his shirt off. And that was the
Exactly.
real...
He said, without him, he's like, we wouldn't be here.
we wouldn't be there. Definitely. They would not have had
know.
those false starts.
When they go to win the championship, you should be there. When the one
With that little foam sword that we used.
exactly. We'll be like, who the heck is this guy?
Who's this guy? He was the guy behind the guy.
Exactly.
Who took his shirt off. But it was
He
a
was
great game.
The end zone guy. That's what you
The
call
end zone
it.
guy.
To
The
have
end
you
zone
now
guy.
every game, you'll open up to stop. Be the end zone guy.
End zone guy. End zone guy. But that was a great game, great energy.
Yeah.
I heard that we almost got to 60,000.
Yeah, no,
We
that was. I
surpassed
mean, that was the
50.
most energy I've ever had at a UVA football game.
Oh,
that
yeah.
game that we went to.
Oh, yeah. And apparently the Virginia Tech game, we almost, I forget what the final tally of Scott Stadium was, but
Yeah.
it easily surpassed 50.
Well, it's rare because we've gone to games. It's rare to see the top part packed because usually there's always. I mean, man,
It was packed.
It was packed. Like
It was
literally, it was
packed.
packed. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because the student section by Andrews always get packed because
Yeah.
the students go there. It only got empty at the end, and I was like, everyone's probably leaving now because they're already hitting the bars because like UVA's gonna win. We don't have to
Yeah.
stay here anymore. Because at first I was like, oh, are the fans gonna storm the field? But I don't think they really did that much.
They
'cause-
only, to be honest, they weren't going to storm the field, but then Chandler Morris and the team went there and went
Yeah.
like this, and then a couple of them ran
some people
on.
ran on, but it wasn't
They
quite
just
like.
wallowed. It was so great to see
Yeah,
Morris. He
more
really fits so well. And I
Yeah.
said, I mean, man, he was out there just taking selfies with like everybody who showed up to him. I think he was just. I mean, he said he wanted to take. He said he came here to take us to the championship game, and it's like, what the heck? He actually took us to the championship.
Prophetic.
Yeah, so he's been a great pickup for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll miss Cam Robinson for sure in the championship game because he was just so good. I mean, every major play was like him this year.
Yeah.
But hopefully, his replacement, I forget his name, but the kid who replaced him did a fantastic job. They said so he was really
Yeah.
good too. So we'll see what happens.
So the game's on
See what happens.
Saturday?
The game is going to be Saturday at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay,
Yep,
wow.
it's the prime time. It's the prime time game.
All right.
Win and go to the playoff.
All right.
So be sure to be out there supporting UVA. Keep your fingers crossed. Do whatever you've been doing as far as a superstition goes. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Double
It's working.
down on it.
It's working. I'm going to tell Matthias he's got to watch that. He's
Watch
got to
that
watch.
game.
He's got to promise he's going to watch the
Highlights the next day, yeah.
Because then we'll have one.
We'll have one.
So it's been fantastic. And UVA basketball also had a big win last night. We beat Texas
Okay.
by like almost 20 points. I think it was. So we're 7-1.
Okay, are we ranked yet or no?
We're not ranked yet. Because I mean, at the beginning of the year, you mostly play.
Of course.
Texas was probably the best or second best team that we have played. We lost to Butler, who was pretty good, in a pretty close game, and then we beat Texas pretty handily in Texas.
Okay.
Last night, which was a big win in the ACC SEC challenge. So the SEC is a good basketball conference now.
I know, right?
They got a lot of good players now.
I don't want to buy anything.
How they got them, we won't discuss. But,
Exactly.
although I guess UVA football got some of ours the same way, but
not to the same
not
extent.
the same
I don't
extent
find
as
that.
the SEC. Yeah, but so it was a big win. So 7-1. Who knows? Maybe we'll be ranked somewhere in the low 20s after
Yeah.
this. But it's a bad. Definitely, we're playing faster pace. Scoring more. I think the final score was like 88-66 or something, or 88. Yeah, we scored a lot of points. So we're scoring a lot, faster pace, some press defense, but not bad defense actually. Like our defense has been serviceable, very similar in that when teams hit well from the 3-point line, we struggle. But in reality, in
That's-
modern basketball, who doesn't struggle when the other team is
That's
hitting?
all. That's all it is about now. The game
Yeah.
is about, hey, let's try to get as many threes as we can.
Hit threes and don't let the other guy hit threes.
Yep, pretty much.
Is basically what basketball has come to, even in college basketball. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the basketball team. So it's a good start. Apparently we have a really good kid, Chance Mallory, who's from Charlottesville.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's been really good. He's
Little
been really
homegrown
good
talent.
freshman.
I
Oh,
like
but
that.
like maybe top tier nationally homegrown talent.
Oh, don't say that because I don't want him to leave. Then after the year, John going to
Well, he stayed even after Tony Bennett retired.
Okay,
So I guess he's pretty committed
good.
to UVA. So hopefully it stays that way. Just
Yeah.
we're having a good start. At least if you can start off well, that's always a good sign. And we'll see what happens in ACC play because it looks like Duke is good again. UNC's always
Listen,
in the
Duke
mix.
and UNC are going to start
They're always
bouncing
gonna be
back.
good.
I'm sure there was probably little growing pains once, like
Yep.
Coach K left and then Roy Williams. But now it's
But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So it's just been a good start. I think, ironically, between this and Matthias, we've used up almost all of
This
our
is the last time
hour.
it'll just be you and me, Alex.
Yeah, our last one, talking some shop.
Exactly, because next week Xavier
Next
will
week
be
is-
here. I'll be in one of those other two chairs.
That's true. But it's been a lot of fun all the times I've got to be on here with
Yes.
you, and we've done our little segments. We've added a little sports insight.
Yeah.
Some today, Mañana, kept it fresh. David and I talk finance every time. You and I talk a little sports. We do it with a lot of different things, and then with Matthias, it's always just a joy to talk.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants to. We've talked about so many wonderful things like traditions.
It's going to be sad to kind of not
Yeah.
basically be like, oh, no more monthly me with Matthias and so many of our fantastic guests we've had over the years
Yeah,
to kind of
no,
think
well-
that it's like, oh, man.
We'll definitely miss it, but
Yeah.
it's, everything has its season, and it's been a long and good season. We've had a 5-year run,
5 years.
which is pretty amazing to think about.
Yeah.
That we'll have done 5 years.
Jerry's
of
probably
playing
tired of
together.
us after 5 years. Judah tired. So it's like, oh my gosh, has it been that long?
No, but we've loved being here and can't
Yes.
thank Jerry and Judah enough.
I
Just
know.
Jerry for even just popping the idea into our heads in the first place, and then Judah for being here from the
Week
beginning.
in and week out. Having to,
from- From the time when we were newbies and the hand of God had to constantly
Exactly.
come and fix the thing, or when Xavier would whack the remote and launch it, and then Judah's hand would have to come and fix the
Exactly. Last minute changes.
remote.
Oh, we got this guest on, or we're doing this.
The times I'd show up and there'd be 3 different guests, and Judah and I are looking at each other and we're like, one of these people, we didn't know they were coming on today. So we'd be like, Judah, we have the minutes. And they'd be like, oh no, do we have to leave? And we're like, no,
No.
we're going to get you in. We're going to get it done.
Yeah.
And then appreciate Jerry, all the advice at the beginning. We'd be like, Jerry, were we off? We'd say, no, you guys were great. But here's just a couple things. Here's a couple things you can do to make it better. I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, okay. Here's how we go from being not so great to pretty decent.
Well, and then Jerry let us do our show in this beautiful studio. It makes it look professional because otherwise I don't know where we'd be doing it.
Yeah, I don't think we would be doing it in an
Yeah, we
office
won't
with
look this good,
with a
yeah.
Cuba book behind us.
Yeah, this makes us look even better than
Exactly.
we probably already did.
So it's been really a lot of fun, and we've enjoyed every minute. We've enjoyed the audience, always giving us great questions and comments and some fun times. So definitely would encourage everyone to please tune in next week. We've got our Christmas special. You can play Christmas trivia with us.
Oh yeah,
Enjoy
we could do
Urpí's in Santa hats.
So we should all
all
have
that
mugs of
jazz.
hot cocoa.
I'll see if I can get the hot cocoa.
Sing
or something.
Christmas carols.
Maybe we did cafe con leches for one time.
Oh,
Actually, we did cafe con
actually.
leche on air. Which I think we did it. Somebody once brought us a cafe con leche.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we had some guest
Once we had
drinks.
cafe con leche, and once we did drink coffee because we had Taida coffee came on, and so she made us it was like the direct pour over thing, and I think
I wasn't.
Xavier and
It
I
must have
had
been
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I,
you
rem-
had
I
like
remember
the-
being here. Sometimes we had people in the morning with the wine. So
Yep.
I'd be drinking wine in the morning. The beers. So it's
Beer,
like
the
I'd drink
cider.
beers, the cider. Yes,
It was never
exactly.
too early.
No,
Today,
it's never
Mañana,
too early.
Great
exactly.
food. So it's been a lot of fun.
A lot of
It's
good
been A lot
memories.
of great memories, and so really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week
Yes.
for the Christmas special and the farewell, hasta la vista, hasta luego, however you want to say it.
Yeah,
However you wanna
yos.
say it. But until then, don't forget, Rotary Pickleball Fundraiser benefiting literacy volunteers of Charlottesville, Saturday, January 31st of 2026 of the new year. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be sure to check it out. We'll put the link and the QR. Well, we can't put a QR code into a comment. We can put a link in the comment. We'll put the link in the comment. But if you search Blue Ridge Rotary Pickleball Fundraiser,
It'll show up.
You'll find it.
Google is always your friend.
you'll find it. Be sure to register. Great opportunity. Thanks, of course, to Matthias and Matthias Own Realty for being such a great partner of the show through these years. Emergent Financial Services, Charlottesville Opera for coming on so many times. Really appreciate everyone. Little shout out to, we weren't able to fit them in, but Oratorio Society of Virginia. Be sure to check out that Christmas concert coming up.
Isn't it this 20th of December, I believe?
You know what? We have enough time for me to do one of those, like those
That's
guys
that's my throwout. It's
when
got to
you're
be the
double
20th.
checking, when you're double checking on air, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the double check on air.
Alex is dying for it not to be the 20th now, so he could be
No, I want you to be correct. This way we don't do incorrect
false
information. Yeah, I don't want false information.
No, but we were able to go last year.
It is the
It's
20th.
fantastic.
It is December 20th at 2:30 and 7:30 at the Paramount Theater in Charlottesville. So if you go to paramount.net, you can find it, theparamount.net. You can find it. So be sure to check it out. It's a beautiful concert.
Yes.
It's a beautiful time with Michael Salon conducting, and they always do such a wonderful job. It'll be Camille Saint-Saëns' Christmas Oratorio is going to be like the big piece.
okay.
Probably they have one really nice bid piece and then a whole bunch of other classics.
Of course.
So
yes.
it's really beautiful. It's really great. So I would really encourage. I went
family friendly event.
last
We
year.
won last year. Yep.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So the Oratorio Society of Virginia. Then, if you go to the Paramount's website for here, you can get tickets for it. It's great. So it'll be December 20th. There are 2 showings at 2:30 and 7:30. So be sure to check that out. It's a great concert. So little shout out to them because we love them, even though they weren't able to come on today.
Yeah.
So they're fantastic. So and thank you all. Thanks, Michael, for being here. I slipped up once.
That's all right.
And thanks, Judah, behind the camera. Thanks, I Love CVille Network, making us all look good. Thank you all. We're glad we hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll wish you a very Merry Christmas next week. But until we wish you that very Merry Christmas, hasta mañana, as we like to close it out.